Ono talks about the main love left in her life, her son, Sean.
CBS 40 News.
It is now 17 minutes past the hour. The sudden death of John Lennon left Yoko Ono facing a new challenge, raising their son, Sean, all alone. She says it was a very frightening time in her life. In part 2 of my conversation with Yoko, it's clear that she's risen to that challenge and overcome her fear. Before John Lennon's death, Yoko ran the family empire. It was John who stayed at home. He and Sean were inseparable. When John was killed, Yoko took on a new role, motherhood. And it was Sean who said to Yoko, "It's all right."
It's the most important thing in my life. And that's another discovery. So you see, I have changed a lot from the days when I was in the Lower East Side, in a loft, trying to be an artist, you know? That's what I mean. I mean, I never thought that I would be so concerned about a child, and of course I am.
Have you ever turned to Sean, or did you ever turn to him and say, "I don't know if I can go on. I may give up"?
No, I never thought that. And I hope I'm never going to give up. My feeling was, well, I said one thing to Sean. I, in fact, apologized to him because this was a time when it was hard. It was really the hardest for him in about 1981. And he didn't know why. Dad just left, and he was suddenly alone. Before that, they were 24 hours together. So it was the most cruelest thing that could happen to that little boy. So I said to him, look, your dad and mom felt that we're going to give you a marvelous life, and you're going to have a beautiful life ahead of you. But this is a hell of a start, and I'm very sorry. Maybe you shouldn't have had to. And I apologized to him, and he said, how are you talking about, Mommy? It's great that you had me, and I'm thankful. So I said, okay, well, that's a way of looking at it, you know?
We were talking about raising a child in a normal fashion, especially with all the things that go on around your son. Is it difficult? Can you do it?
Well, I think that he will have to cope with his life. And whatever his life is going to be, all this is his life. This is his reality. And so I can't really shelter him from that. So I don't take that kind of attitude. I just let him be.
But it's, how normal is it to be John Lennon, Yoko Ono's son?
Right, well,
you know, maybe.
Each family has some skeletons, and each family has their burden, you know. And I would not think that our burden is more than any other family. I really think that, and especially these days, there are many people who are suffering from separation, and children do suffer with that.
But how do you advise him? How do you counsel him about all of these things that he has to deal with that so many other children never have to deal with?
Well, I just tell him that you shouldn't feel upset about it. Think of it as a blessing. Think of it that the fact that you're healthy, and the fact that you're doing well in school, and the fact that you're together with your mother. And there's so many children in the world who don't even have that. So focus your mind on something that you have that is positive, you know, and not be too caring about what else is happening.
How is it that you are so positive and so open?
Well, because I think it's practical. It's more practical to focus our minds on something positive. And if we try to find that, everybody has something positive in their lives. And not think about the negative so much, because simply, if you think about the negative, it's depressing. But also, your whole energy and attention is given to the negative. And we don't have that kind of time, or we can't afford to do that. None of us can. We have to just sort of keep creating something positive in us.
That's perhaps the most striking thing about Yoko Ono is her positive outlook on life. She's very open, very strong, even though perhaps she doesn't think she is. very brave, and very rational. Incredible.
You know, listening to the interview yesterday and the one today, and after all the press has been about this very cool, aloof woman, what you actually see is somebody who is quite vulnerable and who has dealt with a lot of pain, but in a strong way.
That's the answer. She's dealt with the pain, and she sat back and she allowed herself to do that. And then he said, okay, now I have to go on. I want to resume my career as an artist. I want to be a mother. I want to carry my husband's dream through the next 10, 20, 30, 40 years. And she's doing that very well. She's a remarkable woman. It is now 22 minutes past the hour, and we'll be right back.